What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are recording this video early January, and so today, as you've probably seen from the title, we're on the hunt for some Valentine's Day BOLOs. Valentine's Day is mid-February, so we have about a month of leeway here to start to source and buy some of these products, either FBA them, which will be need to happen within the next week, or FBM them up until Valentine's Day. So you've probably seen me do this exercise for some of the other holidays across the year, but today we're focused on Valentine's Day. And so as you've probably seen, we are going to come down here and leverage, and this is just one way to go about it, but we're going to leverage the text filter. So we're going to go ahead and focus on products with Valentine in the title. Could include Valentines, but Valentine is going to be the word we are on the hunt for. Now, there's almost 1 million products still with Valentine in the title, so we have some more work to do. One other filter we're going to use is we're going to actually eliminate Amazon from the current market, right? So we're going to click out of stock. That gets rid of another 200,000 products. We are making progress, but we still have some work to do. We're trying to get this to a couple hundred, tens of products, something like that, something more manageable, something a lot more specific. So from here, we can use a couple other filters. One specific filter that we're actually going to use is, now sorry about that. Keep in mind, we haven't touched sales rank yet, and there's a very specific reason for that. Being that we're in early January, these Valentine's Day products really haven't gotten traction fully yet. So we're not going to filter on a 50,000 max, 25,000 max sales rank, because we're going to eliminate pretty much all the products that we're interested in, right? We understand that the Valentine's Day products that we're on the hunt for haven't really started to sell, haven't started to pick up steam yet, right? Because we have another couple weeks in order for them to do so, right? So we're not going to touch sales rank. What we will do, though, is being that FBA products are probably starting to check in about this time, we're actually going to set an FBA minimum of about 4 sellers. It does a couple things. First and foremost, it eliminates a lot of the private label opportunities, right? There's a lot of private label stuff within all sorts of seasonal products, holiday products. So we're going to avoid those. But more importantly, we're on the hunt for products that are being resold, that are already being bought and listed on Amazon, that we can just leverage and likely at this point do some FBM and pick up some good sales leading into the holiday, right? So we'll check out our sample. 43 results here. Looks like we are in the right area. First and foremost, we have this Lego product, it looks like. We may be late to the party here, but if we are not, this one would be very, very good. My thing's in the way here from the Amazon. Let's see if I can. Perfect. $35 buy price, and of course we see the seasonality that we would expect. It picks up heavy recently, ever since December. Probably something that was being gifted for Christmas, and this this velocity has really started to pick up over the last couple of days. $35 price now. I expect it to probably continue. There's still a bunch of sellers on it. This will probably increase up to 40, 50. We can see last year did the same sort of thing, although kind of different, lower price, 23. So see what the buy cost is. Looks like, it looks like we're too late to the party, right? $9 here on Lego.com. Looks like third-party seller Walmart. Target had it at 13, probably out of stock, of course. Barnes & Noble 13. So this is something that's interesting, right? Because obviously we know that it's out of stock pretty much across the board. Probably too late to the party this year. But this is something, of course, we can come down here and export to a Google Sheet, start a Valentine's Day sheet, and just start to store a lot of these products. So come next year, November, December, we can proactively start to buy some of this stuff. And, of course, if we're buying from Lego at $9, I mean, that's a $14 profit, probably more in the next coming days, coming weeks. And this will be 50, 60% margin. So this would be a good product, of course, if we were more aware of it. And so this would be interesting to store away for next year. Also worth noting, we have tens of other sellers that are on this product. So maybe it's a good opportunity to start to sift through some of these storefronts, see what else they have potentially of other Valentine's Day related products. Maybe they have some Easter stuff. Maybe they have just normal replenable items that are profitable. So definitely worth checking into all these sellers in this common storefront. Again, noting that this is an interesting product, a profitable product if we were able to get our hands on it. And anyone that was able to get their hands on it is probably worth studying from, right? But we'll go back to our Keeper Product Finder search. We'll start to kind of work our way down our list here. And, of course, we're just really looking for anything that's name brand, something like this, right? Charms, Cherry, Valentine's, it's a candy, right? So we can click in here and see what we have to see. $19 for a box of lollipop or a bag of lollipops is probably something that we can do some damage with. Of course, the sales rank is probably going to continue to increase. We could see if it did anything last year. Yeah, so down 6,000, 7,000, max out at 30. And so it even got to as far as $27, $23, $19. So anywhere between $19 and $20 is going to be probably a good expected range to sell this at. And I expect we could probably pick this up for a couple dollars. Target $3.69. Probably a bunch of grocery stores, $4. Yeah. So it looks like $3 or $4 is going to be our buy cost. But no, this is a 2-pack. So if we can count for probably about $8 buy cost, and expecting some of that inflation that we saw last year, call it 28. We are going to be not selling it for 230. So this would be a good product if it indeed did pick up steam as it did last year, which I would expect it to do, right? Because the sales rank dropped to about 6,000 last year. So a little trick you guys can do: use Jungle Scout Amazon Sales Estimator just to have just to get some indication of what to expect sales wise, right? So we can come in here. And use essentially last year's data, right? So we understand that if we go back to last year's information, all year, sales rank maxed at about 6,000-ish. So we enter in that 6,000. United States Marketplace, grocery. Sells 800 times, right? So definitely is going to pick up steam because we're only estimating now at about whatever it is, 50, something like that. So yeah, this is another good product, right? Another good product to learn from a lot of these sellers who are probably all going to sell out 2, 10, whatever yada stock. Learn from these guys. Probably close to some of these FBA sellers are probably pretty interesting. Holiday Goodies Supply. Sounds like they're probably, arbitrary name, but maybe into some other seasonal stuff, which would be cool for us to learn from. I guess not so much. But yeah, also, right, and we've talked about this before, we could also identify the other sellers that were on this selling at the max last year, right? So we've clicked 365, sort on the highest buy box price here. All those sellers that were crushing it last year at that high price, we can learn from. So 27 one-shot distribution. We could actually click on their store. If I can, it's this little box right here. And start to kind of work through their store, right? They may have other Valentine's Day stuff that they're also sourcing and planning on selling for Valentine's Day this year. But again, all of these products are probably pretty interesting, right? Probably something that's worth working and mapping back to. It looks like they had a Christmas Funko Pop sort of deal here, and we can continue to obviously work our way down. Valentine's Day candy right here. So again, they are doing some more Valentine's Day sourcing, something that's going to be very, very valuable to learn from. And they probably have some more stuff here, a lot of toys, of course, but we can kind of sift through here. Also, we can sort on grocery and see, of course, all of their probably seasonal stuff is Valentine's Day nerds here. Look, same sort of deal. Sales rank drops. So a lot of seasonal stuff that we found just by leveraging a store that's on an interesting product. And we've only made it through 2 products here, right? We have another 43-ish to go. And, of course, I would continue to click on anything. Same product here with name brand blow pops is blow pops. It's going to be obviously a name brand, a big brand that we want to dig into. And a lot of these, Fruit Loops gummies, a lot of these kind of Valentine's Day seasonal stuff, grocery related, we are going to want to dig into. And you have another couple weeks to acquire some of these products, and I would probably recommend FBMing them, merchant fulfilling, to be able to take advantage, low risk, high reward situation of the Valentine's Day demand. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, like the video, share it to a friend, and we will see you in the next one.